Montrealers are surrounded by water. There are rivers running all around us, and there are more than 500,000 lakes in Quebec. 10% of the province is water. But why is it so difficult to find a place to swim? In Montreal, you have the Old Port, for example. The water is clean enough, but the city says a boat could run into you, so don't even think about it for now. This beach in the East End, where locals have been swimming for years. Montreal Public Health says the soil is contaminated. Then you have some places where the waters themselves are too dangerous. Then, when it comes to a beach where you're actually allowed to swim, like Oka Beach, you can end up waiting for hours just to get in. So, you get in your car, you head to a river or a lake. Can you jump in? Often, no. Although the water is public, the land around it is usually private.
The Civil Code mentions that you can be on water if it's a public water space or lake or river, as long as you can get to it without trespassing.
This lake in the Laurentians is an exception. It's about 1 hour away from Montreal. The town of Gore made an agreement with the nearby city of La Chute to give public access to Lake Beatty. This lake was created as a reservoir for La Chute. When it no longer needed it, it rented it out to Gore for $1 a year with a 40-year lease. The town of Gore received funding to set up a public park here, where people can use kayaks, canoes, and paddle boards. You can also swim here, as long as you wear one of these.
The first challenge and the main one was that the residents here on Beatty Road kind of thought this place was theirs, but I think we've won them over because they're really happy now that there's no more squatters, parties, wildfires.
But some places, rare swim spots, may be on the verge of disappearing. In early 2024, the beloved Sandy Beach in Hudson was blocked off to the public by a developer planning to build a housing project there. Now there's a legal challenge over permits for that project. The town is trying to buy the property, and a citizens group wants to help.
We decided that we would try and raise money ourselves so that if the town ever did come to some kind of agreement, that if we were able to bring some money to the table, as well as maybe federal, provincial, and other governments.
There's also another issue. Some think there shouldn't be too many people in the water.
If we just take the environmental side, there's a support capacity for lakes, which means that if you overcrowd it or if you do too many activities on the lake, you'll have an impact on the ecosystem itself.
So if you want to jump in the water, you may have to settle for busy beaches or drive a little further out of town.